Hi, welcome back. Hearty welcome to you. We are solving examples related to consistency of non-homogeneous simultaneous equations, and we know how to find out. We have been given three equations. If the augmented matrix rank is equal to rank of the quotient matrix, then the equations are consistent. In that case, if we found that both the ranks are equal to 3, then they have unique solutions which we can identify. Otherwise, they have infinite solutions. If rank of A equal to rank of augmented matrix and it is less than 3, then they have infinite solutions, as we have discussed in the last sessions. So let's go ahead and look at this example. Seems to be interesting. Let's move. Okay. So I will first do the augmented matrix for this. I see 1 minus 3 minus 8 minus 10. 1 minus 3 minus 8 minus 10. Then what's the next one? 3 1 minus 4 0. What I am doing? I am taking out the coefficients from the equations. 2x plus 5a plus 6z equal to 13. What it will be? 2, 5, 6 and 13. Now this is our augmented matrix. Now what I have to do first? I have to make from the first column second element and third element as zeros, so that I can calculate the determinant of A, which is nothing but first three columns. I will say this is nothing but B. So rank of A is determined by the determinant of A. If determinant of A is equal to 0, then I have to go to another submatrix 2 by 2 and see whether its determinant it is non-singular or not. If it is non-singular, then the rank is 2. Okay. Whereas coming to rank of augmented matrix, what I will do? I need to have 3 by 3 matrices. One is already A, so other one is nothing but B. So if at least one of them is not equal to 0, its determinant value is not equal to 0, then the rank of the matrix is 3. Otherwise, if 2 by 2 matrix is non-singular, then the rank is 2. Now to have infinite solutions, we have rank of A equal to rank of augmented matrix is less than 3. If it is equal to 3, we have unique solution. So let's go ahead and apply the transformations. So first what I want to do, I want to make these elements as 0. So I will say R2 is assigned R2 minus 3R1. Similarly, R3 is assigned R3 minus 2R1. That will make sure that the first two elements becomes 0. So let me do that. What I will have, let us see this. Once I apply this, what I will have now, R1 will stay as it is, 1 minus 3 minus 8 and minus 10, that will stay as it is. R2 minus 3R1, 3 minus 3 is 0, 1 minus of minus 3 into minus 3, that's nothing but equal to 10. Similarly, minus 4 R2 minus 3R1, that is nothing but minus 4 minus 3 into minus 8, that is minus 4 plus 24, that's nothing but equal to 20. Similarly, R2 minus 3R1, 0 minus 10 minus 3, 0 plus 30, that's equal to 30. Similarly, coming to R3 minus 2R1, R3 is assigned R3 minus 2R1. The first element will be 0 because that's why we did this one. 5 minus 2 into minus 3, that is 5 plus 6, 11. Similarly, 6 minus 2 minus 8, that is 6 plus 16, 22. 13 minus 2 into minus 10, that is 13 plus 20, 33. Okay, now before going ahead, I see 10 ones, 10 twos, 10 threes, 11 1, 11 twos, 11 threes. So I can take them out. What I will have? I will have simply 1 minus 3 minus 8 minus 10 0 1 2 3 0, 1, 2, 3. So I know for sure that the rank of A is not equal to 3. Why? Because two rows are identical, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Similarly, if I look here also, the rank of B is also not equal to 3. But I can find out submatrix which is not equal to 0. Similarly, here I can find out submatrix which is not equal to 0. So what I will say, rank of A is equal to rank of AD is equal to 2. Why it is equal to 2? Because det of A is 0 and also det of B is 0. Not only that, I can see here there is a matrix 1 minus 3 0 1 which is not equal to 0. That gives me rank equal to 2. Similarly, det of B is 0 and also I have minus 8 minus 10 2 3 3, that is nothing but minus 24 plus 20 which is not equal to 0. Therefore, rank of A equal to rank of augmented matrix equal to 2. Now this is good. We found that they have infinite solutions, but that will not help me out because I need to have more information so that I can convert this back into x, y and z. So what I will do for that, I will piggy bank on this. Let me take this value as it is. What is that value? 1 minus 3. I will note it down here. Let us start from here. So the matrix we have is 1 minus 3 minus 8 minus 10 and 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3. Now by going with this, it may be difficult for me to find it out. So what I will do, I will try to do at least one elementary transformation on this so that I can simplify it. For that, what I will do, I see that this is minus 3 and this is 1, right? So what I will do, I will say R1 is assigned R1 plus 3 into R2. That way minus 3 plus 3 can become 0. This one remains as it is. So then it may help me out to simplify. Why we are doing this? We found out that they are consistent, but we are interested in the solution now. And we know there are infinite solutions, right? So let us see how it becomes now. After applying this, what it will become? R1 plus 3R2, that is nothing but 1. Can I write the second and third as it is? 0, 1, 2 and 3. R1 plus 3R2, that is minus 3 plus 3, that is 0. Minus 8 plus 6, that is minus 2. Minus 10 plus 9, that's nothing but equal to minus 1. Now let's write them back into x. So this is x, you know, and this is y, this is z and this is constant. So I will write x minus z equal to minus 1, y plus 2z equal to 3. We know they have infinite solutions. So if I take z equal to k, then y equal to 3 minus 2k and x equal to minus 1 plus z, that's minus 1 minute. This is x minus 2z because x minus 2z equal to minus 1. X equal to 2z minus 1, that's nothing but equal to minus 1 plus 2k, or I can write it as 2k minus 1. So these are the infinite solutions what you can have for this system of equations. So what we have done, first we have found whether they are consistent or inconsistent. How we have found that? We have taken the augmented matrix, then we have found, did elementary transformations in such a way that the idea is always to get the first column, second and third elements 0 by applying the elementary transformation, and also get some zeros in the second column or third column, so that you can easily find out the rank of A and rank of B, based on which you can say whether they are consistent or inconsistent, and also they have unique solutions or infinite solutions. Once you know they have infinite solutions, I applied another transformation so that I can get some more information out, and that tells me that x minus 2z is minus 1 and y plus 2z equal to 3. Since we have infinite solutions, if I take z equal to k, y will be 3 minus 2k, and x will be nothing but equal to 2k minus 1. So that's how you can find out whether the given equations are consistent or inconsistent, and also the complete solution, whether they have infinite solutions or they have a unique solutions. In the next session, we will look at how to solve simultaneous linear equations by Cramer's rule, or matrix inversion method, or Gauss-Jordan method. We have three methods. We will go through them in the next session and try to understand how to solve them. That will be closing the matrices topic. We will do that in maybe 4-5 videos. We will do more. After that, we will close it and move to the next topic. Thanks for visiting. Bye for now. See you in the next session.